Hi, I'm Alana, and this is Realtor Therapy Sessions.
Hey, Alana.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
you are episode 2
Ooh.
of Realtor Therapy Sessions.
Wow.
And this is where me, Devins, communication director, I get here and I get to sit down and interview sort of like a therapy session. So you get to tell me all the things that you may want to get off your chest today. And this is something that I want to do more of with the members, like to get involved with them and get them involved in the board and something fun, lighthearted. You know, if we need to cry, we can cry. Like, so don't worry about it. Okay. But yeah, it's just something that I want to do because I started a new thing for our YouTube. I'm trying to get that back up. And it's called MSAR TV. So it's going to be episodes of things like this and a couple other episodes that I've been working on, but this is early stages. And we're definitely going to have you back at some point. But.
Okay. You know I'll come. All you got to do is tell me when to be here and I'll be here.
Yeah. So tell me, what's something that is troubling you at the moment?
Work-life balance.
Work-life balance.
Yeah. I'm like trying to have a life. I'm trying to be outside, Devins.
Not outside.
I'm trying to be outside. And at the same time, I am busier professionally than I have been in a long time. I think the seeds that I've kind of thrown out there in the last few years, they're finally starting to show some type of a harvest. So I'm happy about that. But I'm so busy work-wise that I feel almost guilty when I'm outside.
I get it.
And it's hard. It's really, really hard. Because I'm not one to be outside a lot. But when I do, like, I really want to let my hair down and have a good time.
Yeah.
And it's hard when you feel like there are all these things you need to be doing, all these people you should be following up with. It just becomes a lot. So that's really, it's been really hard for me.
And, you know, I can see where that happens, where you get to the point where it's like, okay, I have to answer these emails, I have to answer these calls. But I think there is that time where you have to say, you know what, this phone's going on, do not disturb. And I'm just going to have some me time, you know, whether you're outside or you just, you know, you just sitting by a pool somewhere and just, you know, just relaxing or having a drink or something every now and then. But that work-life balance is very, very important. And I find myself also struggling with that too, where I just don't have the time. And then the time that I do have is on the weekend. And I'm like, dude, I don't feel like it. By the time I make that hour drive home that I have to do every day, I'm just like, dude, I don't want to do it.
Oh my, I forget that you have to drive an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't complain about when I have to go places. It's usually like a half an hour away. And I'm like, oh, traffic and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I won't complain anymore. Thank you for that reality. Thank you. I'm good.
So aside from work-life balance, is there anything that's troubling you, like the state of the world or anything? We can stay away from politics because that's a hornet's nest within itself. But
it is, and I'll try to stay away from anything directly speaking to politics. I'm affected by a lot of things that are going on right now. I am queer, I'm Black, I'm a woman. It's a lot of things that are kind of, a lot of communities that are feeling some things about the state of the world right now.
Right.
And it's hard because that's another thing that it tugs at you. You feel like, what should I be doing? I was raised to be an activist, but one of the things they didn't teach us is how to experience joy, and that a part of your activism needs to be being very, very serious about intentional joy. So I feel like I'm pulled to do a bunch of different things. And when you feel that way, like you can put yourself, back to that at the bottom of the list. And I'm trying not to do that. And I went through a divorce in 2023. So it's 2 years ago now. And I took like a good long time to just kind of heal from that and feel all the things I needed to feel and get through, like the financial hit that you take when you go through a divorce and the emotional hit and all of that. And for probably the last 6 months or so, I've tried to kind of get back out there, quote unquote. That is tough.
Oh,
yeah, that's a lot. So for me to be in this space where I'm kind of trying to reclaim my joy, get back out there during a time when it feels like all of the things that I am are kind of under attack, it's a lot on the nervous system.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So yeah, there's a lot of that that's getting me down. I'm also like... Not that I'm emotionally unavailable, Devins, but because of everything I've been through, like vulnerability is hard for me.
Yeah.
So yes, it really is a therapy session. So I am trying to be more intentional about how I feel about things and what I want. And all of that is very, very scary.
Yeah.
So it can be very easy during times like these to just kind of go into hiding. But instead, I want to be upfront and out loud with who I am. And honestly, like me just existing unapologetically right now feels like a protest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it goes back to trying to schedule that me time. I'm trying not to get burnt out and all of that, and doing all the things and allowing myself to be loved on by my friends and my community. And yeah, I'm learning I have an amazing community. I have an amazing support system. I just have to drop that vulnerability fear.
Yeah.
Like allow myself to feel things. And I'm working on it.
I'm right there with you, sister. I'm right there with you. I have my moments where I'm like that. Not many people know, but here recently, in the past month, I had to start taking medication for mental health purposes. And I'm learning now I have to be more intentional about that, because I didn't realize how much I had gone through. I remember not too long ago, we had me and you were sitting right here in this very room, and we were talking
bawling,
just
yeah,
bawling.
We were.
And the thing is, I didn't know how much that situation affected me until one day I come up here and just wake up one morning and my hands are shaking uncontrollably. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, the entire weekend, I had to go to Florida to help my uncle move. He just moved up here from Florida, moved in with us. Had to go there, had to help him move an entire house with unsteady hands. And finally, my mom's like, "You're going to the doctor Monday." I made a doctor's appointment with you because she knew I just wasn't going to go. Yeah.
We as moms, like, we can tell when there's a disturbance in the force with our kids. Yeah. I'm glad she did that.
Yeah.
I'm glad she did that.
And I am too.
Yeah.
At first, I was like,
I was about to say, how did you feel about it?
Like,
yeah.
Like, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have money like that right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm glad she did it because I didn't realize how much I wasn't getting sleep. And
That can affect everything.
That affects everything. And, since then, I've noticed my filter has been slowly diminishing. So I'm like, I'm kind of fighting it, but I'm I'm giving myself permission to feel and express and be who I am and not hide that. So I definitely understand,
it's like a mask that you put on every day almost.
Yeah.
When you're going through stuff like that. Yeah. So are you feeling like the medicine has fully kicked in, or are you just kind of on that road?
I feel like it has kicked in a good bit for the most part. And I say that because I'm on 2 different kinds. And one I take during the day and the other is pretty much primarily for sleep. But the one I take during the day, I had to have it. So I just split it in half, the dosage anyway. And because I felt like that dose she started me on, I felt like it was a little too strong because it was giving me headaches and all kind of stuff. But since I've been taking the half dose, I'm like, okay, I can see this, but I can tell I'm definitely in a more uplifted mood. I'm definitely not. How would you say? I'm definitely not.
You can feel the clouds lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely lifted. It's still a little foggy, but
it's lifted. Yeah. A little bit of the cloud cover is gone. I feel you so much on that because one of my kids, another thing that's on my plate, one of my kids has a lot of mental health struggles. And I can just imagine as a mom watching you go through that. Because, I mean, you're past an age where your mom can make you do anything.
Yeah.
Your mom is, I'm sure, in a place of being a coach. So we have to kind of watch you go through things. And it's so painful. And I know I can honestly feel every time my kid is in one of those pits and it hurts me. It physically hurts me. And I think sometimes he's trying to keep it from me, which you probably were trying to keep from your mom.
Yeah.
But I can still feel it. And so I applaud you for doing what you needed to do and getting on medication. We have a long way to go, especially as a community when it comes to mental health. And it almost, I can tell my kid feels like I should be able to do this. I should be able to insert whatever there. I should be able to get past the slump. I should be able to sleep and I should be able to blah, blah, blah. And it's a chemical imbalance. So if you were diabetic, you wouldn't feel like, oh, my body should be able to do whatever it needs to do with insulin. No, but we don't look at that way.
Right. So
I'm really, really proud of you for doing what you needed to do. It just, of course, took a little nudge from mom.
Thank you.
But you've done it, and I didn't know what the difference was, if I am okay to say that, but I could tell there was a difference from the last time we sat here and had that conversation. So yeah, I'm glad you're doing better, because especially those of us who are good at putting on those masks, we can just kind of keep doing whatever we need to do, and functionally we're okay. But there's so much going on under the surface. Yeah. So yeah, I'm very, very proud.
Yeah, and I thank you so much, because there's, at some point, we do put those masks on, and at some point we become so okay with not being okay that we don't realize how not okay we are. And
it becomes normal. It becomes regular. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not until someone points it out, or until it starts affecting us physically. And that's what it took for me. So it started affecting me physically, to where I'm like, okay, maybe because I fought it for a long time. I'm like, I don't want to do the whole medicine thing. I know how it does me. I don't want to do it. But I'm on the uptick, I guess you could say.
Yay.
I'm on the uptick. You know, I know they need me here at MSAR, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Yeah.
gotta.
Yeah.
But I did hear you say something about Texas earlier. You're going to Texas,
I'm
right?
going to Texas. So I've got 2 trips coming this month. I'm like,
2.
people, who do I think I am? Yeah, I do. So the Texas trip, I'm talking about that first.
Mhm.
It is at the end of the month, and I'm going to Houston because I hear Pride out there is bananas.
I've heard that.
Yeah. So a friend was putting a trip together and just kind of said, hey, you want to go? I'm trying to be better about saying yes. Because there was a time when I'd have been like, no, I can't go. And it's blah, blah, blah. I said yes. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so looking forward to this.
Good.
We got a house with a pool. We are going to be chilling hard. Cannot wait for that.
I'm jealous.
I wish it was tomorrow. And then on Friday, I am going to Panama.
Oh,
I know.
Ooh.
I know my passport is about to be stamped, baby.
Ooh.
I am going to Panama City. And when I tell you, I am so looking forward to both of these trips.
Oh, I can understand.
Yeah. And I haven't been out of the country. I went on a cruise last September. Outside of that, I haven't been outside of the country in, it's probably close to 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I say that as somebody who's never been out of the country. So take that how you will.
Listen, I'm a Sagittarius. I don't know if you're like into zodiac or whatever.
I'm a Libra.
But okay. Oh, we're like, we get
sense.
along really well. No wonder. Okay, I'm sorry. This is an aside. But we are the wanderers. Like we love to just go with the flow and discover new things. And I have kind of like pushed that down for a long time. And now that I'm letting it back out, I am. And listen, if any of y'all have a trip coming up, all you got to do is call or text me, email me. I will probably go because I am trying to not make up for lost time. That would be rude. But I am really trying to, like I said, be intentional about doing the things that bring me joy.
Yeah.
Traveling brings me so much joy.
Yeah.
So much joy. So
As
I can't believe I've got 2 trips coming up in the same month.
In the same.
Who am I?
See, and I thought I was on the uptick. You like I'm here. You're up here.
I'm trying. I'm really trying, Devins. I'm attempting. So yeah,
But,
I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm glad. I'm very proud that you're stepping out there and doing that in the midst of all of this, you know, all that you have going on. And I'm very proud of you for being able to say, hey, I need to do these things for myself and taking the steps to do those things. That is great.
Thank you.
You know, I've been saying I need to take a trip. So let me know how Panama is.
Listen, I will. I'll send you pictures. I'll send you helpful hints. I'm going on a tour. We're going to tour like the canal and the rainforest.
Ooh.
Devins.
That sounds jealous.
You should be. No, I'm kidding. No,
I should be.
It's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there, I think 5 or 6 days. And I'm taking a bathing suit for every single day.
Ooh.
Like I am trying to enjoy that beach.
As you said, but you know what? I think I'm going to wait on Panama till next year. And I'll tell you the reason why after.
Okay.
Off camera.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil my secrets.
Okay.
But.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'm going to wait until then.
Okay.
But before we wrap up.
Okay.
Is there anything that you want to tell anyone that's looking for a realtor? Or like, is there any advice that you want to give to anyone?
The general public? I would say something that people overlook when they're looking for a realtor is the personality fit. I am on the phone with my clients. I am going to lunch with my clients. We are out looking at stuff in the rain when it's hot outside. So if you're going to walk through this process and you want to trust the person that you're going through this process with, look for someone that's going to be a personality fit. I think people sometimes they are wowed by, oh, this person did $1 million in sales and this person is doing this and this person is on social media. None of that really matters if you don't want to spend time with that person. And I think, for instance, when I started like being more of a social media presence, I felt like I should do this and I should wear this certain thing and I should sound a certain way in order to feel professional to my audience. And I started to realize that was killing me. I was so bored. I did not like doing it. I was putting it off.
Talking like this.
Yeah. And so I started just being my quirky, weird self. And as I did the tours, I would always stop in the closet because the closet is my favorite part of the house. And just kind of putting more of myself out there. And when I tell you, it's like, it's been a complete 180 because I feel like I'm attracting more of my tribe now. People are interacting more. And it's because I'm not trying to be something that I'm not.
Right.
Because I think I don't want people coming to me looking for something other than Alona. This is what you're going to get. What you see is what you're going to get.
Right.
And we're going to have fun and I'm going to be ridiculous. But I am 20 something years in the game. I know what I'm doing. All of that. There are a lot of other people who are that way. But do you want to spend time with me?
Right.
If the answer is yes, let's work together. And we're going to have a good time. And I'm going to hold your hand and do all of the things. But we're also going to get along.
Right.
I've had past clients, I've been invited to their baby showers, to their weddings, to like all of the important things in their life because we built a bond. And that's the way I want it to be. Like we should be like family. And that also means as family, you should refer me to all of your cousins and your uncles and all of that. But, you know, that's beside the point. But we should be like family as we walk through the process. And I think that's something that people don't think about. Yeah.
And that's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You know, honestly, I can't think of any other way to put that. Be your authentic self.
Yeah.
That's the moral for this episode. Be yourself.
Oh, I like that.
And be comfortable in who you are. Be comfortable in your skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with that being said, I also, another quick little note.
Okay.
We just did a video for MSAR's game night.
Yeah.
On the 20th.
Yeah.
And you guys, I just wanted to let you know, she killed it.
Oh my God.
She did great. She did amazing. She was nervous about the camera.
So nervous.
And
so nervous.
She was nervous about the camera and she, you know, we get in here and we start talking and you know, the camera's not even here. So.
Once again, because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be my quirky self. That's what they're going to get.
Exactly.
And I think that's probably what came through.
That's exactly what came through.
Thank you, Devin.
And we love to see it. I love
Thank
to see
you.
it.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So, once again, you guys, this has been another episode of Realtor. You say it.
This has been another episode of Realtor Therapy Sessions.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
We'll see you on the next one.